Hey guys, I wanted to tell you about this epiphany that I had because of a conversation that my son, Teron, he's behind me, hey Teron,
Hey.
was having one day, and it just really made me realize some things about myself, about people. On Sunday, this past Sunday, we were at church, and Teron was talking to the youth pastor before we left church. And so they were having a conversation, and we got to talking about Teron was sick. And Teron is my old. Can you see Teron? Teron is my oldest son. So we were talking about him being sick, and so his pastor was saying you can pray for yourself. And she was saying, you could pray for your own healing, and God will heal you. And Teron was like, oh, okay, I haven't done that, Now, me being mom, I'm standing there while he's talking to her, okay? And when she says to him, you could pray for yourself, you could pray for yourself and all that. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that. Now, as mom, I was thinking, now this kid knows that he can pray for himself. He knows that we talk about this all the time. Actually, 2 days ago, I had him praying for himself because he wasn't in a good mood. He was in a bad mood about something, and I was like, hey babe, you can pray for yourself and ask God to help you with whatever you're feeling, even if it's a bad mood. And so I didn't say that while we were standing there talking to his pastor, because for one, my child needs to know that he can listen to other adults, that he can listen, he can trust his pastor to listen to her, and she can teach him about God, number one. Number two, if I had said something during that time, it was really just me wanting to be right, me wanting to say, oh, he already knows that, I already told him that. And so, although as a mom, in my mind, I was thinking, this child knows better. Why is he acting like he doesn't know this already? I decided not to say anything, okay? Now, as I think about this more, as I was sitting there thinking in my mind, later on that night, I was thinking to myself, why did Teron act like he didn't know what to do? Why did he sit there and act like he doesn't already know that he can pray for himself and pray for healing anytime he's sick, or pray for God to heal him or to change a situation or whatever? I'm like, we talk about this all the time. We were just doing this. Why doesn't he know this? So what I got to thinking was, we do that too. I do that too. Like sometimes I might be going through a situation or dealing with something, and I forget that all I got to do is pray about it. For whatever reason, maybe I wasn't on, let me pray about it, And what I'm thinking is, just as I, as his mom, was sitting there thinking, why is my kid acting like he doesn't know what to do? I've taught him what to do. He knows what to do. We've talked about this. He's learned about this. He's seen me do it before. I wonder if this is exactly what God is saying when his children don't do what we already know to do. What is God thinking when he tells us not to worry, but we worry? Or he knows that we know not to worry. We already know not to worry, and just to put the problem in his hand, but yet we still worry. Or when we're having pain and we decide we're not going to pray about it, we're not going to pray for healing, we're going to get worried about the pain and start obsessing about the pain. Or, just any situation that we're going through where God might, we already know what to do. We already know what we're supposed to do. What is God thinking when we don't do it? Is he thinking what I was thinking as I'm standing there talking to my son's pastor, while she's talking to him, and I'm thinking, this child knows what to do? Like I was getting upset. I'm gonna be honest. I was getting upset with him because in my head, but I was getting upset thinking, my child know what to do. Why is he telling her he don't know what to do? But I know God isn't getting upset, but in his mind, is he thinking, my children know what to do? Why aren't my children doing what they know? So that was just a little epiphany that I had. That was just a thought that I had. And it's something that we know, and it's something I'm just gonna be honest. I do it sometimes. I always know to pray. I pray about everything. I pray about the smallest little thing in the world to the biggest thing in the world. But there are times when I know what to do and I don't quite do it right in that instance. Or maybe I have that delay reaction where maybe I don't do it right away. You know, depending on what it is. So I was just thinking about that. And I thought, if my son does that and he doesn't listen to me and he acts like he forgets what I told him, what is God thinking? He's probably thinking, why do they forget? Why do they forget? Why do they not do what they know to do? Why do they not come to me for everything? I've given them the strategy. Why don't they just implement the strategy? So that was just a little thought that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you're having a great day. I'm actually at the soccer field with my family. We come out here when the sun goes down. That's why it's getting dark. We come out here when the sun goes down so that we can exercise and play with the boys and things like that. And so it feels pretty good out here now because it's not hot. The sun is gone. So I'm gonna get off and get some time in with my family, but I just had a thought and I wanted to share it with you all. I'll talk to you later. Bye.